Hi, my name is Rachelle Smith, entrepreneur, professional speaker, and author. Last time, I highlighted the importance of savoring every moment and realizing that things can pass quickly, so we must take every opportunity to enjoy and savor each and every wonderful moment that happens in our lives. This time, I actually want to kick off this series. This will be an off and on series called Tough Love Topics. And today's topic is self-esteem. Of course, this topic is going to continue to resurface in different episodes in the future. We wanted to kick things off by highlighting a wonderful, wonderful book. And folks, self-esteem is so important. I mean, we talk about people have a high level of confidence or people struggle with confidence. At the end of the day, how we feel about ourselves is so important. And it will impact everything from the relationships we have to mates we choose, to the jobs that we apply for and get, to where we live, to the types of friends that we have, to whether or not we take care of ourselves and have a healthy diet and exercise and take care of ourselves in that way. I mean, each and every aspect of our lives is impacted by our level of self-esteem. And I ask you today, where does your self-esteem stand? Now, if this question is not one that you're going to sit here and scratch your head and say, I don't know. Oh no, folks, you know exactly how you feel about yourself, but just recognize you may have struggled with confidence. You may have struggled with low self-esteem in the past, but it is something that can be overcome. It is something that can be improved upon if you embrace the right mindset and take positive steps to move forward or to improve and to learn the wonderful things that you truly have in your life and the wonderful person that you truly are. Now, it's easy to let society and our culture and the media and the magazines and the TV shows and all that, I have a marketing background, so all the ads and all the marketing and all of those type of promotions that teach you what you should be, that try to tell you what you should have. Folks, at the end of the day, that's all fleeting. It is not going to last. So what I want to challenge you today is to really think differently about yourself. And this children's book, it makes such wonderful points, and actually the name of it, if you want to get it either for yourself, hey, I have all adults that watch this, but I think sometimes we can go back to basics, even with something like this that makes such powerful points. And I wish in some way this could be required reading for maybe like all elementary school kids or something. It would be wonderful if all kids, each and every human being, not only in this country but around the world, got an awesome start and learned early on just this fundamental lesson of how important it is to feel good about yourselves, no matter what good happens in your life, no matter what bad happens in your life. All right, self-esteem is something that is just absolutely fundamental in terms of shaping who we ultimately become. And it just, the ramifications of negative self-esteem, like I said, will just send shock waves throughout your life. But Jamie Lee Curtis and Laura Cornell did a wonderful job with this book that says, I'm gonna like me. So do you like yourself? All right, so many problems that individuals have in life stem from this one fact. People don't like themselves. They don't like who they are. All right, and the subtitle, Letting Off a Little Self-Esteem. And I'm just gonna read a few of these pages. And it makes, like I said, it's a children and it's juvenile. You've got the big, colored pictures and all of that in here. But folks, it makes strong points. I don't care if you're 5, I don't care if you're 15, I don't care if you're 35, I don't care if you're 55, I don't care if you're 95. All right, there's some fundamental, wonderful lessons that this book shares. I'm actually gonna have to read it from this way, just so that I can follow along and move this episode along. All right, but one of the first points it makes, it says, I'm gonna like me when I jump out of bed from my giant big toe to the braids on my head. I'm gonna like me when I grin and see that the space in my mouth where my 2 teeth used to be. All right, so whether it's somebody getting gray hair or somebody, again, just like this little kid having teeth, natural teeth, losing teeth and having teeth grow back in and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, you could be not where you were physically. Okay, maybe you've got wrinkles, where maybe you've gained some weight. There's just so many different things and so many aspects of our physical being and nature where, people just don't like themselves. All right, next, I'm gonna like me wearing flowers and plaid. I have my own style. I don't follow some fad. All right, the whole marketing sales bubbles are both predicated on this one that, are you doing this? Okay, your neighbor has just bought a new car, so then you want to go get a new car just like that. All right, your best friend just buys a new 5-bedroom house. All right, you've got a 2-bedroom house and can barely afford that, but then all of a sudden you're out shopping for a 4 or 5 bedroom house yourself. All right, so again, don't follow the fads. Don't chase the fads. Again, I'm a nonconformist, so it's easy for me to say this, but just recognize following the fads is a waste of time and it's fleeting. Why? Because the fads always change. All right, so don't waste your time. Next, I'm going to like me when I climb on the bus, climb on and wave as the bus pulls away, and I'm feeling so brave. All right, so what types of, in terms of events and activities in our lives that require courage? All right, whatever it is, whether it's confronting somebody that's been, causing problems for you, or it's asking for a raise, or it's asking for a date. All right, bravery and that courage that's required, like yourself, as you're pursuing events and activities that you may have been afraid of in the past. Next, I'm going to like me when I'm called on to stand. I know all of my letters like the back of my hand. All right, I'm going to like me when my answer is wrong, like thinking my ruler was 10 inches long. All right, how much of our negative self-esteem can come from a fear of being wrong or fear of making mistakes and not wanting to look bad and always wanting to be that root of perfectionism that you've heard me say a multitude of times throughout various episodes. Perfectionism is an absolute waste of time. Perfection does not exist in human form, but so many folks have these perfectionistic masks on and spend their lives trying to make others think that they're a certain way and I can't make any mistakes, and when I do screw up, I've got to try to hide it and cover up. No, folks, we're all human. We're all going to make mistakes, so just recognize that. We're all going to be wrong, and there's nothing wrong with that, all right? Next, I'm going to like me when I'm sharing my lunch, because just like Banana's friends come in a bunch, all right? Wonderful lessons. I'm going to like me when I jump up so high, I'll twist and I'll stretch straight up to the sky. All right, I'm going to like me when I fall and get hurt and mess up my elbows and pebbles and dirt. All right, I'm going to like me when I don't run so fast. Then they pick teams and I'm chosen last. So what is this again? This comparing, this competing that's so easy to do in our society. And next here, this person, this lesson here about being chosen last, that rejection. No human being is going to leave this earth after having lived and have not experienced the pain of rejection numerous times in various aspects of life. But rejection can be overcome, and it's important for us to always maintain the right mindset. Everyone gets rejected. All right, no one just lives in perpetual acceptance. All right, ask some of your celebrities, ask some of your professional athletes. Okay, they may have a winning season this year, but then next year they're struggling, and then the media is criticizing them. All the fans are criticizing and refusing to go to games. So again, that rejection thing is huge. Next, I'm gonna like me when I do the right thing and return what I found, even when it's a ring. All right. I'm gonna like me when I'm feeling strong. I'll walk with a smile, arms swinging, legs long. I'm gonna like me when I sit with my mom and make a get well card for my sick friend Tom. I'm gonna like me when I eat something new, even if grandma makes octopus stew. All right, how many people struggle with the fear of new things, new adventures? All right, they're stuck in the status quo. I actually had an episode a couple weeks ago on that. Shake things up, get some variety in your life, do things different. All right, but if you don't like yourself and you're afraid of change and you're afraid of trying new things and you're real insecure and have low self-esteem, that's going to be almost impossible. You're going to want each and every aspect of your life to be as absolute predictable as it can be, because you need that sense of control, all right, to feel good about yourself. It's one of the reasons for that. Okay, next, I'm going to like me when I make a mistake, all right, and put out the candles on Dad's birthday cake. I'm going to like me when I open the box and smile and say thanks, even though I got socks. I'm going to like me when I try a new task I bring in a plate before I am asked. I'm going to like me when I clean in a flash and play with my brother and take out the trash. I'm going to like me when I cuddle up tight and know as I'm sleeping I'm safe and all right. I'm going to like me because I'm loved and I know it. And liking myself is the best way to show it. Wonderful. And lastly, I'm going to like me. I already do. But enough about me. How about you? So folks, just wanted to share these thoughts. Like I said, this is a juvenile kids book, But then I don't care if you're 99 years old. There's just some wonderful lessons because, like I said, self-esteem is something we all struggle with in various aspects of your life. And I'll be the first person to tell you, don't look at me now and say, oh, Rachelle has it so together and she's so, and I hear that all the time. You're so confident, you're so bold, you're so aggressive. Okay, but recognize, I haven't always been this way, all right? As a little kid, very confident, very athletic, very competitive, did well. But when I got to high school and career at Seoul American High School, that's when my self-esteem started shaking. Then all of a sudden, I'd been a previous swim team member and a lifeguard, and all of a sudden I'm swimming in the pool and I'm looking like, okay, well, everyone else is so skinny, all right? And I have more of an athletic, a little bit more of a muscular build. So all of a sudden, then I wanted to be skinny. So again, and I shared that in one of my books, but folks, just recognize this is something we all struggle with. But the important thing is don't stay where you are. If you know this is something that's a struggle for you, if you know that self-esteem has caused you to make some bad decisions in life, there's always tomorrow. There's always a turnaround. There's always an ability to change and improve the situation and improve your life, most importantly. But how you feel about yourself is so important. And folks, there's so much in life we can't control. You've heard me say that over and over again. But how we feel about ourselves is something we can control. Yes, I had wonderful parents, wonderful siblings. I came from a great family, so I recognize I had a really good head start in life. But guess what? Years later, I still struggled, all right, in the confidence and self-esteem arena. But, I got it back. I got to college and I got it back. All right, so folks, so the same is true for you. So I don't care if you grew up being told that you're nothing, you're nobody, you'll never amount to anything, you all you do is screw up. Folks, I want you to erase those negative words that have been spoken over you and spoken into your life, and I want you to replace them, even if you have to do it minute by minute, day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, until you finally internalize the message that you are wonderful, you are special, you have abilities, you have talents, you have gifts, you are unique. The world is a better place because you are here. But folks, you've got to believe it. I can't believe it for you. You are going to have to embrace this and believe it, and most importantly, live it out, because the world needs you. And so, folks, won't you join me on this journey to having a healthy, balanced self-esteem and recognizing just how blessed the world is that you're in it. All right? Please join me. Thanks so much for your time. Make it a wonderful day.